Okay. Next up is Megan Ramey. If you don't know her, she's an amazing pillar of the community. She is a Safe Routes to School manager of Hood River County. She sets up demonstration projects, engaging youth and families in planning processes and using school bike buses, after school clubs, and PE field trips to definitely bring the joy and community back into biking education. Like single-handedly, I've seen her do it. She is the founder of Bike About, a two-wheeled travel site featuring over 30 guides and bike routes for North America and Europe. Please welcome Megan Ramey.
Whatever you want to do.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm introduced by Molly. And I'm fangirling out because Jarrett Walker is right there. Okay, so Bike and Bus Romance is the title of my presentation, and it's pretty appropriate that I'm here with my husband loading our bikes on the buses, which we do a lot, and we have been for a while. So I'm, the founder of Bike About. Molly explained it, travel website, over 30 guides. We just launched a Paris guide. I'm on the vice chair of the Hood River County Transportation District. Shout out to my fellow board members here, I see you. And I'm the Safe Routes to School manager for Hood River County School District, and just received the Educator of the Year award at the National Bike Summit in DC a month ago. And okay, enough of that. So my origin story on transit is at University of Georgia as an undergrad. I was very car-centric growing up in Atlanta suburbs, and totaled my car. My dad was like, "You're not getting another car, here's your bike," and I proceeded to put my bike on the bus to make it all work, and I found what was a more sense of belonging in my community, and I felt healthier. The weight came off. I didn't even try, and that was the beginning of the end for me. So what are we talking about? We're talking about bikes on the bus, not the bike bus, which is also amazing, and I'm a big worker in that field too. So why bikes on buses? So bicycle, just find and replace train for bike or for bus. So bicycle train travel has a distinctive simple advantage. It combines the spatial flexibility of cycling with the speed of the train travel. In doing so, it expands the spatial reach of cycling and increases the door-to-door accessibility of the train. And there's, obviously more. Biking is faster than walking. And you're going to see some of my pictures from all the bus and bike travel I've done around essentially the world, but this is MARTA in Atlanta. And then this is Martha's Vineyard, which was a whole challenging story. But so leaders, why bikes and buses? Congestion reduction, it's more equitable, climate friendly, healthy for your community. It solves the last minute or the last mile issue, and then the catchment area is bigger. So what do we mean by catchment? Catchment is like the passengers you're catching around your transit stops. So the transit or the catchment area for biking is defined as 3 miles around transit stops. So here's like how big the catchment zones are in the Gorge. So people, why do you put your bike on the bus? So on the left you see our folding bikes underneath a Flixbus in Tucson, and on the bottom, this was the first time we took our daughter on a bike and bus adventure. Loaded the Burley trailer underneath the Fung Wah bus in Boston, and went to New York and biked her all around New York in her Burley trailer as an 8-month-old, and that's over the Manhattan Bridge. So it traverses long distance, it's flexible, no parking hassle. You can do one-way biking, so biking one way, taking the bus the other way. Hidden experiences, which you'll see towards the end, and cost savings. So how do we grow this impact? We already have this amazing transit network as a rural community, but we need bike routes that appeal to all ages and abilities. So Trondheim, Norway is a great example that's similar to our culture. It's very hilly, and it's right against the water. And you can see by the dark green lines on their map, they have a huge bike network, and that's with hills. And so look at our dark green lines on the Hood River. map, and you'll see what we're lacking. And in fact, the Post Canyon kind of network jumps out at you, but that's recreational biking, not transportation biking. So we need to grow our bike network. You can use Federal Transit Administration dollars to do that. Within 3 miles of a bus stop, you can pay for bike and ped improvements. You want to put in a bike share or a scooter share, and I might have an update on that soon with an ODOT pilot grant that's coming out. And then you put in secure bike parking in case people don't want to put their bike on the bus. So you also grow partnerships. So I have the luxury of being on the Anson's Bike Buddies team, and we partner with Bridges for Change, which helps people from traumatic situations into just normal living. So this woman received a bike from us for free, and from the Anson's Bike Buddies team, my rancher's on the left, and she was able to transport it home to the Dalles for free. And then I run an after-school bike and walking club, and we take adventures in the summer by using our bikes on the bus. So here's the amazing map of all of the possibilities with bike and bus. I just realized when I put together my picture slideshow at the end, I did not even include any of the economic getting to work opportunities that we've done. Like how many times I've been to Portland with my bike on the bus to go to meetings or whatever. That is a core part of why I use bike and bus, but we're going to see a lot of me as a local tourist. Like this, which was the Mitchell Tunnel opening, Multnomah, Hole in the Wall Falls. What's the name of this? Thank you, Shepherd's Dell. Oh, why is it blurry? Yeah, that's us biking, Mitchell Tunnel opening. Us doing our first bike packing trip to Ainsworth. This was all done with bike and bus. Again, a blurry picture. That's Waukeala Falls, fun fact, 30 minutes before the Eagle Creek fire broke out. So I got to jump in that waterfall right before the fire. Us doing cartwheels at the Lindsay Creek bench cut opening. And then this is my bike club at Horsetail Falls on the way home on the way back from biking from Multnomah. So this is just a taste of all the amazing hidden adventures you can do by bike and bus. And if anybody wants to talk to me about organizing their own trip, I would love to do that. Thank you so much.